We just need to get into the 3. Don't worry about it, fam. Fresh. Silly Billy. Okay, that's that one. Mac Mini. Do the same way. Oh yeah, it's already on. It's on and ready to go. Okay, YouTube. Okay. Minimize it. And then okay, that looks good. Oh, mic is hot. Testing. Those aren't even currently going. So this may not even be all that bad, what it's talking about, because they're not even the primary. So we'll see. Restream. Go ahead and close Chrome, just make it easier on the processor. Oh God. Oh God. What the hell? Why would you just quit right there? That's so crazy. What? Why would you just quit right there? Hi, how you doing? How you be? Top to the AB in gaming news. I played Diablo 4 beta. It was interesting. Also, Star Wars Jedi Survivor has a brand new official trailer, as well as who's all going to play this right after this. Forum. How you doing? How you be? Top to the AB. And for those of you who aren't aware, so we don't actually play video games. We are actually video game adjacent. So we don't necessarily play video games. We play video games in order to help other people, but we essentially support people who are having problems with their video games, their technical issues, PC issues, anything of the sort. My name is Anthony, or TheOpenForum. This is a work in progress day. There are going to be a lot of bugs, so I apologize ahead of time. I'm not exactly sure how many frames are dropping. It's not giving me a full detail. And essentially, I have moved over to a different software, and this software allows me to expand, but at the same time, there's a cost. So it basically cost me like 200 hours. Basically, my entire weekend, I have been working on this, as well as months and months and months before, fixing individual bugs as they come along, because we're talking about a gigantic set. So it's been a problem. It's been a huge problem, but we'll see how it goes. I need to at least get one video under my belt so we know exactly where the problems are and where the pain points are, so I can make it better in the future. So without further ado, let's see what all these new upgrades are about here. So alrighty, let's get into this here. So what I wanted to talk about first is Star Wars Jedi Survivor here. So let's go ahead and switch. And here we go. Looks good so far.
It's been a long 5 years. We've tried to resist. Fear and mistrust rule the galaxy.
Cal, look into the fire. It will warm you, keep you company. But left unchecked, it will consume everything until there is only ash.
How could you
That
let
bounty
the
hunter.
galaxy fall to this unworthy machine of an empire?
Hope may feel beyond our grasp. But I think we finally found somewhere the Empire can't reach us.
Imagine. No more looking over your shoulder.
A place that's worth fighting for. No matter the cost.
Well, that looked interesting. I actually just realized I don't have my headsets in, and my headset is not where it should be. So I'm gonna be right back. Let me go grab it real quick. Okay, this intermission is helping out quite a bit. Let me mute this because just stop it. How do I stop it? There we go.
The gang's all here in the new
Please
story.
stop. Okay, there we go. Man, that YouTube auto replay is a pain, but that looked actually really, really good. So that was kind of interesting, but I don't know how this is gonna work. Hold on one second here because my chat is broken. I just realized it as I was getting things set up here. So just bear with me here. Let me, because I can only see Twitch as of right now. So let me go ahead and just open up the YouTube one. And we should be able to get started here. I thought it was pretty good, the trailer. Cal's all grown up. That's what I've noticed, but they didn't have, okay, I know she died, but I mean, they didn't have the sorcerer I like, but yeah. Overall, it looked like a pretty good trailer. Plus, they had introduced bounty hunters, which I was just wondering when they were going to do that. But, okay, there we go. Okay, chat. Should be able to just, give me 1 second here. Ooh, no picture. Okay, there it is. Wow, that looks really bad. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. Let's mute it. Okay. There it is. Pop out. One. I'm sorry it's taking so long. It's so slow. The way I had to do this is not ideal, so just bear with me here. We will power through it. Okay. Do that like that. There we go. Now I should be able to see everything. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and go back here. Right. Oops, sorry, not edge. Okay, too many inputs. Okay. So next up is who's all going to play this game. So if we look here, it is called Chia. I didn't even know this was a game. It reminds me of what's it called? Wonderland. Where they were dancing. Oh goodness. And they had a farmer, and the farmer, I don't remember after the farmer. I just remember there being a farmer. Something Wonderland. Hold on, I can figure this out. Wonderland. Like Bally's or something. It's from Square Enix. Square Enix. Yeah, Balan Wonderland. Okay, I was really close. Yeah, that's exactly what it reminds me of. it's a game. It definitely looks like a game. It probably ended up being one of the better games out there for all I know. I have no clue what this is. W is dropping the same week as Rear, probably one day. You got 3 days. Honestly, it looks pretty and made with love. I'll probably give it a play just like I did with Stray. I feel like okay, so any game that's like this, I feel like it's kind of like one of those hidden gems that I kind of want to play, but I don't have the time to. But we'll see how it goes. But it looks like it's going to be different. I don't even know what it is, but I mean, they don't even put any trailers out, so you know it has to be good. If there's no trailers, it has to be good. Alrighty, here. Next one up is the game Patch World.
Hey, what are you doing? The show is about to start. Come on, let's go. Whee!
You can freestyle off this. Kind of clean. Beats by Dre. Video games by Dre. It looks like it's gonna be a pretty good game, though. I'm not even gonna joke. I could have freestyle right off of that if I only knew how to freestyle and or had rhythm. Alrighty, the next one is called War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave Envious X Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate XX++ 3978. Good lord. Running out of characters. UV. Main job, ninja. Back when that was a job. Hold on, Sephiroth can take damage? Had no idea. Okay, in Final Fantasy's latest installment of Give Me Your Money. Remember that Sephiroth guy? He's back. We like him, right? And they also brought in Tifa, I guess. Ultra rare Tifa for free from login bonus. What makes her rare? I mean, Tifa is the main character. So I'm guessing this is kind of like a card game. I'm guessing some type of a crossover card game, just by the way it was behaving and the fact that they say Tifa is ultra rare. So I don't know. I haven't played this one action game before. I just thought it was kind of interesting, so I figured I'd add it. So yeah, that is a game for sure. Alrighty. So without further ado, oh, my video just went out. Why does it just go out like that? That's so annoying. Hold on. My camera went out. Hold on. What is going on? Are you overheating? How are you overheating with no battery? It's already turned off. That one turned off too. How are they so hot? They're not even recording. Let me see, maybe I can help it. Help it how? Sometimes it... I think I killed it. I don't even know. I don't even know what could cause something like that. Hold on. Ooh, Lord. Okay. It's been a day. I'm not exactly sure. I think I don't know. I think there may be some performance issues. I guess I'll have to go back and look over the footage. I'm not sure how long this video is going to go. It may be a little bit shorter here while I get everything set up. I can't go back to my other one currently because I had to change the settings in order to make this one work, but we'll see how it goes. But essentially what I wanted to talk about starting off was if I actually have time before my cameras die on me again, was Diablo 4 Immortal. So I played the Barbarian here, and I thought it was, overall, it was a good experience. Like, the game itself, it was beautiful. The graphics were gorgeous. The character did feel weak. I'm not even gonna lie, but it wasn't that it was bad weak. It was almost like they forced you into a certain build. For example, it turned me into a tank, but once I was a tank, I could take the entire area and then and farm it. So basically I could just grab every single mob in the area and then pop all my cooldowns or pop some of my cooldowns and then just spin to win and kill everyone. So that was one of the better things about it. But at the same time, you could only run that build, because if you run any other build, then the boss will just smack you, because she'll teleport into a death field that you can't get into. So you're just sitting here looking at her, and on top of that, she may not send ads, she may teleport away. You don't really have a whole lot of ways to get your jump to her. You know, you can add jump and charge, but if you do that, then you lose a defensive cooldown. So it's good, but we're only talking about like a minor buff. But as far as the gameplay mechanics and the settings go, it kicked me out of the game maybe 3 times, but 2 of them may have been my fault because I was asleep. So like, I fell asleep and I left the game on because I was realizing that it was keeping me logged in. So I just fell asleep and left the game on and came back and played it, and then it kicked me out. So I don't know for sure if it's just, you know, trying to figure out how I was set up or anything like that. But overall, it was a pretty good experience here. So This looks okay, and it hasn't kicked me out of anything yet, so we'll just go ahead and continue as if everything is fine. I may have to go and change up how my HDMI cables are going. I don't know. My B camera is having the worst time. Hi. I don't know exactly what's going on with this guy, but it keeps going in and out, and there it goes. So, so yeah, it's been a process, but everything is kind of set to the A anyway. The B is only just for transitions. So we'll just go ahead and pretend like the B is not there as of right now while the B is figuring out what it wants to do in life. So, so let's go ahead and try to help a couple people here. We'll see how this works. It may be dropping packets. I cannot tell. Let me actually see. Maybe it is. That would explain a lot. Yeah, well, full screen dropped. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see and tell, but the input output looks okay. So yeah, we'll just continue on as if nothing happened. I don't know. I'll know for sure more as we progress. But basically, I changed up the format. I needed to do this because my OBS default settings were a little weak. So basically, it looked a little dated, and I wanted to switch up to this so we can actually talk about it in chat and still be able to show video games in the background. So I thought it would be a kind of a nice fit. So without further ado here, let's start and see if we can help a few people here while it's kind of working. I don't know if it really is working, but it seems like it's okay, but we'll see how it goes. We may have to switch it up a little bit here depending, but as of right now it looks okay. But it looks okay to me, but I'm not sure what my performance statistics are, and I don't know how to read it, I guess is the best way to say it. So this is from Just Some Cola Camp. Okay, we'll just say just someone. Just someone writes, how much difference does 120 FPS makes compared to 60 FPS? Is it worth the price difference in a TV? So I have never knowingly played on a system that runs at more than 60 frames per second or 60 hertz, but I recently bought a Series X and wanted to buy a TV to play it on as an upgrade from my 23-inch gaming monitor. I will definitely buy a 4K TV because why not, my man. But when browsing from a 60 hertz TV to a 120 hertz can double the price, yeah. And I don't want to fork out $800 if it's not worth it. I don't know if it's $800, but sure. To top it all off, there are very few games currently available for the Series X which can run at 120 FPS, and only one which I intend to buy, A Plague Tale Innocence, right? Well, that's a beautiful game. Most of the other games that I play will likely cap at 60 FPS, and I don't know if my PC can produce much higher than 60 FPS since I only have a GTX 1060 6 gig. For those who have played a 120 FPS, what are your thoughts on this? Well, judging by your game, you may not notice much as action. Ooh, wow, Anthony. Sorry, the mic is in the way and I'm sitting here trying to type properly. Action-based games or RPGs don't really benefit much from the extra 60 hertz outside of, you know, God of War from the 60 hertz. But I wouldn't say that would, well, I guess it is an action RPG, really benefit much from the 60 hertz. Well, judging by your game, you may not notice much as action-based games or RPGs don't really benefit much from the 60 hertz unless we're talking about like God of War. Unless we're talking about God of War 4, but this is an Xbox. So you may not notice it much, but if you like any shooter, and I mean any shooter, then it's worth the upgrade. So yeah, that's what I would say for it. You know, it really kind of depends on the situation, but if you like any shooter, I definitely recommend going for 120 hertz. That was probably the biggest biggest difference. I think when I got my first one, the VG278H, it was, what game was I playing? I was playing Star Wars, but I was playing the Call of Duty, ooh, Lord, World at War. I think it was right around the time of World at War. So that's the one that I was playing at the time, and you notice a huge difference. back then, going from 60 to 120. So it was either War at War or like the first Black Ops. It's something somewhere in that area. So just, I don't know how the timelines match up. I'm not about to look that up, but that's the way I feel about it, is that, you know, I noticed it, I never went back. So as soon as I got that 1080p 120 hertz, not only did I get that one, mine had 3D. So I wasn't going back. So I was like, man, I'm trying this 3D before I get rid of this monitor. So I played a few games on 3D. I played Batman Arkham Asylum, like the first one. I don't know what it was called, but I think it was like just Batman Arkham Asylum. But I ended up playing that guy in 3D, played it for like 30 minutes, threw up, and then played for another 30 minutes, threw up, and then, you know. but yeah, the 3D back then was it was like all the rage, and then it all of a sudden wasn't the rage. So yeah, that's how I feel about that one. But yeah, that's what I would say for this one here. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next one. Alrighty, so this, okay, now this guy is having a problem. Okay, wow, Anthony, you cannot catch a break. Oh wow, it is not having a good time. So I don't know, we may have to cut it short. Well, okay, we may have to cut it short. I do want to check all the inputs just to make sure they're okay, but yeah, it's kind of hard to say whether or not this is having a good time or not. I don't think it is, but we'll see. So basically, this is from Adaptive Perfection. Mac Clipboard Manager apps do not work. And let's see here. Okay, I remember this. So this is the guy who had, so basically he's running these two apps called Macy and Paste, and these two apps are having problems. And we tried a few things, and we had them, they were originally on 13.1. They've already upgraded to another version, 13.2.1, and they were still having the issues. And we were also asking just if a regular Command C, Command B works. And they were like, okay, I updated to 13.2.1 and still have the same issue. And I said, so we just downloaded and downloaded Paste to test on our Mac Mini to recreate your issue, and notice it was a paid membership. Are you on the free trial, or do you have a membership? What happens if you uninstall the application and then reinstall? I tried uninstall and reinstall, still the exact same issue, 13.2.1, Ventura, full disk access, and access to privacy and security, but you didn't answer our question. So if we were on the Mac, it was, what was the name of this application? Paste? All right, so if we go to the Mac here, and yeah, I think it was called Paste. Paste. Yeah. So this one right here, it comes up asking for a subscription. So we do need to know this because that may be why he's having a problem. I'm not sure exactly if that's what's stopping him, or maybe he's on the free trial, but we wanted to check on this just to make sure that this isn't the issue. So yeah, so we'll just go with that. We'll come back to it and circle back just to see and go from there. So we switch back to work here. So work. Wow, this is gonna take some getting used to. I tried uninstall, reinstall, and still exact same issue. Gotcha. But are you on the free trial, or are you using the paid version? I'm thinking, my thought process is that maybe he is running into a situation where he doesn't have the free trial anymore. So the free trial is only for 14 days. So it's a possibility that he doesn't have the free trial anymore, thus he's having the issue. So I think that may be causing the problem here, but it's really hard to tell. We'll have to give him some time and see what he says, and then kind of go from there. So wow. Boy, that does, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, we'll see. It's a little janky, but we're getting there. We'll force through it just so I can go back and look over the video and see exactly where we messed up. We'll see. So yeah, that's what I would say for this one here. And also, let's see if anybody else has asked questions, or is he only talking to me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe somebody else has. Let me see. Paid. I'll try uninstall and reinstall tomorrow. Thanks for the response. Oh, okay. I didn't see his first response. Oh, my apologies. Didn't see your first response. Okay, well, do you have an iPhone or iPad? Most people who have a MacBook have some form of the entire ecosystem. LOL. Yeah, some people usually have it. So most people who have a MacBook Pro generally have an iPhone or an iPad. In other words, he can install this program on another device and see if it also has the problem. Try to install the program on another device to see if it makes a difference. All right, so that's what we'll go with here. Go ahead and try to install another device, see if it makes a difference, and kind of go from there. So yeah, Mac issue. Hey, that's not too bad. The slowness of that was kind of annoying. The transition, it was a little bit too slow. It was like it was thinking about it. So I may speed that one up too. It just, whenever I tried to speed it up, it looked like it wanted to be slowed down. So I noticed that, and then the camera going in and out is that's just a no-go. We're gonna have to figure out something on that. But let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Alrighty, so this is from Broly Nitro, 6.5 liter liquid cooled cramped up gaming SFS small form factor PC. It's a banana. Okay, so that it's the size, the length of a relatively nice sized banana. So it's about I'm not about to even go into that, but yeah, it looks actually really nice. It looks like a giant fridge, which is exactly what it may actually end up being here. Let's go switch the edge here. This guy looks great. I'm not even, oh, and it turns purple. You already had me at purple, sir. Oh, it's not even that tall. It's very small. The banana, I'm not gonna lie, the banana really helps. Wow, this thing is super tiny. Yeah, it's like a 12 by 12 by 12 box. Well, 12 by 12 by like 5 or 6. Wow, that is a nice little build there. Congratulations. That thing is dense, like ultra dense. I bet that thing like weighs like 30 pounds. That thing is super dense. There's no wasted space. Wow, man, that is crazy good. Congratulations to you, sir. That looks amazing. So, wow, that is amazing. Okay, so here are the specs. He has a 5800X 4.6 undervolted with an ASRock X570 ITX 32 gigs of RAM on a 3070 Ti, 2100 megahertz undervolted with a Samsung 980 Pro M.2, 2 terabyte, and then 2 alpha cool 92 millimeter radiator alpha cool, and then a pump. And he also has the custom case is 240 by 230 by 120 millimeters. Yep. Temps in game, ambient temp is 19 degrees Celsius. Wow, ambient is 19? Low 60 GPU, high 60 GPU. Okay, 19 degrees, CPU low is 60, GPU high is 60. Okay, so GPU high is 60, CPU low is 60. Computer, what's 240 millimeters converted to inches? That's not what I said. Computer, what's 240 millimeters converted to inches? There we go. Wow, it's even shorter. So it's 9.4 inches. So it's actually, that's extremely strong. Wow. That guy is dense. Molecules are packed tighter than titanium. Pro build, bro. That is amazing. That is a nice build, man. Congrats, salutes to you, sir. That is, good lord. I've never seen something so densely packed, man. That is a heck of a build, man. That would be a pain to take apart. That would be a pain, but it is gorgeous though. So I give you props, man. Good luck. That is an awesome build. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Crucial.com, high GPU usage. Greetings. Was just browsing the web and noticed that on Crucial.com, my GPU usage goes up and hovers between 10 and 20%. When I close the tab, it goes back down to 2 to 3%, which I normally got when browsing the web. So now to my question, is Crucial.com running GPU crypto mining on their website? Or is there maybe another script which leads to this high of a GPU usage? Hardware, I'm running a Ryzen 2600 paired with a Ryzen 7900 XT. Ooh. That's an interesting build. And 16 gigs of RAM. Additional info. Got this on both Firefox and Chrome. Both latest versions. A friend of mine also confirmed this behavior on his machine. I'm thankful for all contributions and thoughts. Thanks in advance. Browsing the web and noticed that Crucial.com, my GPU usage goes up and hovers between 10 and 20%. I can't test that because my GPU is dying right now. Apparently, running a production that is this dense is not exactly ideal. So even though it should be fun, but apparently it's not. I have to figure out better ways of handling all of my inputs. But ooh, I found a found a legendary over there. But never mind that part. But with this here, you know, if his browser is doing that, let's try something. What happens? What happens if you test in incognito mode? Does it make a difference? I don't even think it's called incognito mode. I think it's called, well, it's called incognito, but in private, depending on the browser. What happens if you test incognito mode? Does it make a difference? Yeah, so let's try that just to make sure that the reason why it's having an issue is because, okay, so sometimes when you run into these situations and you are having problems with it not showing, or your GPU increasing whenever you go to certain websites, generally that may mean that the ad blocker or whatever blocker that you're using is preventing certain images from showing, which is slowing down the actual website, which is making everything look slow. It's a possibility that it may have some issues with the GPU, but it really kind of just depends on exactly what you're running. So typically I would try incognito mode to see if it makes a difference. If it does, then kind of go from there. Not sure how many times I can switch back and forth, but we'll try, baby. We'll give it a chance. Alrighty. But that's what I would say for this one here. Yeah, just try incognito mode and see exactly what it gives you. See, in fact, he doesn't really have an issue. That's not a whole lot to say. Alrighty here, and then we'll go ahead and go to the next one here. How do I stop Xbox wireless headset from constantly cutting out? If you've watched my current stream, you will know that I have no idea. No, I'm joking. I'm still trying to get this under control, but yes, that is a definite possibility. You can try changing the router settings to use channel 6 or 11. Also, how far are you from the actual Xbox? If you're directly next to it, does the latency go away? So basically he has a wireless headset and he's getting some latency in it. I made sure to update and also restart it, paired multiple times, but nothing has helped so far. Is it maybe wireless interference in my apartment causing it? Any help is appreciated. It doesn't seem to have much of an impact from what I can tell, but I'll try seeing if a channel switch on the router does anything. I did notice it seems to happen less often the more still I am, and more frequently once I'm moving my head. I think I had this issue with the controller as well, so I'm sure it's maybe something interfering with the Xbox wireless audio. Yeah. Apartments are tough, man. I've been in apartments where I couldn't get any type of Wi-Fi working, including my phone. So I couldn't actually get my phone to work or Wi-Fi working properly. So my phone had to be on Wi-Fi, but I can only use it in certain areas because it was just so much metal in the area. So yeah, that's one of the first things I would say. If you are, okay, let's try. Okay, there we go. Okay, it looks like it's okay. So if you are running into a situation where you are moving from apartment to apartment, then what I would recommend is that you always bring your Wi-Fi or like a laptop or whatever you use to game with, go ahead and bring it to the apartment viewing. That way you can test the network connectivity. Now, granted, of course, whenever you go for the walkthrough, that's not going to be the apartment you're probably going to end up with. However, it's always a good idea to go ahead and walk through with like your cell phone or a tablet or something like that to check the network connectivity in that particular area to make sure that it's strong enough. Like if you look at your bars and you only have one bar in that area, it's probably not a good area to be in, especially if you don't have plans on buying a data plan. You see what I'm saying? So if you wanted to run everything off your phone and you see that you only have one bar, you got a problem. So just be aware and be mindful to always check your signal connectivity whenever you're looking at apartments and you're doing walkthroughs. So back to him. I'm sure it maybe is something interfering with that wireless audio. Yeah, sounds to be the case. Yeah, seems to be the case. Yeah, seems to be the case. You could try arranging, well, okay, he's talking about wireless to the Xbox, so, you know, he's not that far away from it. It's not like he's talking about his network connectivity. He's just talking about the headset. Yeah, it seems to be the case. If the headset had a wired mode, I would try that. Otherwise, I would try to move my Xbox to a different room to see if the issue goes away entirely. Now, granted, I know he doesn't have a lot of different rooms. I'm saying, like, if it's in a bedroom and he has a 1-bedroom, try the living room. If he has a 2-bedroom, try the other bedroom. See if it makes a difference. That way you can kind of get an idea of where it's at. Okay, so let me, you know what? Let me change something real quick here. Let me cue something up. That way it'll stop relying on it. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. So I think it may have gotten a problem because I'm relying on that camera a little bit too much. So then maybe that should help. Oh, I said it does, but we'll find out. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Okay. Well, I feel like we already just talked about this. Oh, no. So this is a new one. So Xbox wireless controller menu not responding. Okay, I remember this. This is the guy who had a video of his, basically, all he did really, there's no point in me playing it, but all he did really is press this button here and nothing happened. That's all he did. So he basically pressed this button multiple times and nothing happened. I don't need to play it back for you. So you cannot get to the menu in Elden Ring. I would still try to pair the controller with your phone and try a game like Call of Duty Mobile or any other free game. This is because we need to know if the game menu comes up when you press that button. If it fails on that phone too, then it is faulty. The video is to show that the button is not registered at all. I have tried it with many other programs such as RPCS3, Dolphin, and Halo MCC, and it is a constant issue. By pairing it to another device, it lets us know if the Xbox is having a problem or the controller. But we can change it up. How about, do you have another controller? Does it have the same issue? Also, if you go to settings, he didn't want to pair with his phone. Also, if you go to the settings, device and connections, accessories, here you can create a profile and assign a button if it doesn't have one. See if that resolves your issue. Also check to see if there's a firmware update for the controller. Keep us posted. Thanks. After some testing, I can confirm it is a hardware issue with the controller. To be expected. Ah, gotcha. Thanks for giving us closure, bro. All the best. All the best. That is a W, but I don't, okay. I have the buttons for W, assist, and a loss, but I can't click on them yet. So I still have to make some changes, but this right here has been slowing me down. The fact that my video keeps going in and out. I don't know. I think I may have to just go buy some new HDMI cables. So I may stop a little bit early so I can go back to Micro Center and buy some new cables, but we'll see how it goes. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next one here. So this is from, I don't know if I can say this, but I'll try. Get Pounding Joker. Google Chrome taskbar shortcut doesn't have a right-click menu. Wait, what? Okay, let me think about that. Google Chrome taskbar shortcut. Okay, so he's talking about in the bottom of his screen. So if we go to like, let's go to Windows 11. I think 11 does. Yeah, so you see that Google Chrome down there at the bottom there? What he's saying is whenever he goes to his Google Chrome, it doesn't have, taskbar shortcut doesn't have a right click. So he can't right click on a shortcut. That's what he's referring to. And yeah, and it's out. Okay. Because that one is using the B camera, I can't use it. So it's yeah, okay, whatever. It's using the B camera, therefore it doesn't want to work properly. Okay, yeah, we'll fix that later. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm noticing. So that's what he's referring to. So basically on the icon on the taskbar, he can't actually click on it. So let's try a few different things. I used to be able to open private tabs by right-clicking, selecting it from the menu, but now the only option there is to open a regular window, not even to view settings, which I'm pretty sure used to be an option. I've tried uninstalling, reinstalling, removing the shortcut and putting it back, and setting Chrome.exe to run as administrator, but none of this has worked. He uninstalled and reinstalled, and he removed the shortcut and put it back, and setting Chrome.exe to run as administrator, but none worked. Okay, he's on Windows 10 anyway. Let me see if my Windows 10 is also B camera. Please don't be B camera. It's not B camera. Okay, cool. We can actually try this. Okay. Okay, we'll leave Windows 11 alone, but Windows 10, we can try it. All right. So he's saying when he right clicks, right? Okay. So basically when he right clicks and he goes to, like, for example, new incognito, so he can't right click on his browser extension. So if that's the case, he's already tried to uninstall and reinstall. It's a possibility that he may have some cookies or temp files. So he may have to remove the temp files and see if that makes a difference. He's already uninstalled, reinstalled. He's already reinstalled it. uninstall, reinstall. Okay, here, let's go back. So here's what we'll say for this. And let me go back too so I can actually see it. So he's already tried uninstalling, reinstalling, removing the shortcut and putting it back, and setting Chrome.exe to run as administrator, but nothing has worked. Okay, so what I would say for this would be to, one, remove everything in your temp file, remove everything in the temp directory, remove everything in the temp directory. I would just Google it. Just Google. I could usually I provide links, but the problem with providing links is that sometimes whenever I provide links, they may actually kill the reply because they think that I'm trying to market something. So that's the reason why I don't do links as much as I used to. Remove everything in the temp directory. Just Google. Well, there it goes again, dying on us. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's my fault. It could be my fault. Let me check something real quick here. If it lets me. I don't think it's gonna let me, not live. This is about to go out, so give me 1 second here. Let me actually switch to a, be right back while it does that. Oh no, I couldn't switch. Okay. I think I broke it. I should have never clicked on it. Wow. That's terrible. Oh, it's on B camera, by the way. That's interesting. But that's not what I pressed. Okay, can I switch to? No, I cannot. Hold on 1 second here. Let me try something real quick while it try to figure out what it wants to do with its life. No. Okay, and it won't let me fade. Okay, wow. Wow, this thing is broken. Okay, I don't know how much. Okay, yeah, I don't know how much longer it can do this. It doesn't want to do anything. Okay, we may have to just stop and pick back up later on. I may have to go back to OBS until I can get this thing fixed. So basically, it's essentially what's happened is that it froze, completely froze. It's not even partially froze, it's completely froze. So yeah, and my stream is showing red, so wow. Hold on, let me see if I can fix it. I probably can't. Basically, it's pegged at 100%, and it is no coming back from that. Okay. Okay, yeah, well, I guess, okay, well, now it's trying to, but it's not having a good time. Wow. Wow, this is sad. Okay, yeah, I may have to go back to OBS. This is, I can't with this. So here, I think we may have to stop a little bit early today because I don't even know if it's actually working anyway, and then kind of pick back up later. Oh man, this is like 200 hours worth of work and it's still not even working properly. It won't even let me transition. Nah, can't even transition. It's frozen like that. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll just end it here. Yeah, I'll just end it. Sorry, you guys, we'll pick back up tomorrow, or